about this whole idea of sum of forces and net force. So in the 4A problems, you did lots of computation of net force, and very often we had forces in different directions, and you had to do Pythagoras, etc., etc. That's fine. But net force is more than that. So we can have forces that are all acting on the y-axis and have a net force. You know this. Okay. So we talked about that idea of equilibrium yesterday, that if an object is either moving at constant velocity or not moving, what's the net force on it? Zero. Yeah. You're all sitting there, you're neither sinking into the floor nor rising up into the air spontaneously. The net force on you is zero. The forces on you are balanced. When we get into 4B, the thing that's introduced now is things that are no longer at equilibrium. So be real careful, because in all the 4A stuff we were able to say things like, okay, sum of forces on the y equals 0, and we know that that equals f of g plus fn. Perfect, okay, now we can just rearrange and solve. But now in 4B, suddenly things are no longer sitting still. We have things that are rising up into the air, that are being pulled, that are being pushed, that are landing, that are accelerating. So what we also know is that the net force is equal to the mass of something times its net acceleration. Okay? So f of g has always been mass times gravity. Gravity is acceleration due to gravity. Now we have f net is equal to ma net. So what you're in essence doing, and you can shortcut this easily, what you're in essence doing is saying, all right, we still know that f net, well, we still know that f net has got to equal f of g and f of n, and if there's some other force like force of a cable or force of tension, that's fine. But then all of those things have to equal the mass of the object times the object's net acceleration. Because we've now moved into the arena where things are no longer sitting still. So be careful with that as you do the 4B problems. I'll cut that off. That's just sort of a little reminder and a flash, because I know a few of you got ahead to the point in 4B where suddenly things are moving and you have to take that into consideration. So we'll put that up as a hint, and then we'll do a couple together.